Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's your old buddy, the Guardian of Chaos, and I tell it like it is, or for these purposes, the G.O.C. Kirkland Esquire. The G.O.C. Kirkland Esquire more than once, and your new boy over on Facebook. That's right, they made me create the account. Jay Brony, all the castmates, everybody's been on me, so now you can contact me directly, although Jay Brony is still the concierge. So go to Facebook, hit up Jay Brony, and of course, Protegio Fidelis El Guardian, the Guardian of Chaos on Facebook. Now we're here to continue Night 13, Round 1, as the coverage rolls on of the Green Room Tournament. We just finished up with an unbelievable performance by Sammy Green, and she made that filth, that despicable human being, Preston Present, become persona non grata. That could have been the matchup of the evening for Night 13. But we're back here to move on, to forge on the task at hand at Chaos Corner. This is what you get. This is the coverage you get. We now enter the Serene Circle with David Holliday, Rich Masadi, and Miranda Tiffany. But before we get to the Serene Circle, Avi is on screen, and he has a couple of announcements like he always does. He says that on August 21st, there's going to be new matchups. The new bracket will be announced, and he will bring back, Pete will bring back, as he said from the beginning of the tournament on May 8th, 3 new entrants will return. Who will it be? We don't know. Think about the people that have been eliminated in these 13 nights, and people that will be eliminated on night 13. They could potentially be back. Who could it be? Does Dahlia Jubilee come back? Maybe R.G. James, if he wasn't taken out by Legion Eric Heron, who's been awfully quiet lately. So there's a lot of people. Maybe Pretty Paul Roma. You never know who's going to come back into the Green Room Tournament. Maybe DJ Hooja. Maybe they'll bring back Coach Sharon. There's a lot of people and a lot of names and a lot of famous people that have been eliminated. Diane Franklin was eliminated from the tournament. So we don't know. Anybody could be brought back, but that's the announcement that Avi makes. And he talks about the upcoming finale, which is this Saturday night live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for the Green Room Tournament, Night 14, the finale of Round 1, the extravaganza, the bonanza, as I've been saying through all these review and preview tournaments. Now, Avi also mentions that it's going to be a night to behold. We're going to cover later on in these segments the matchups that will be for the final, the finale of Round 1 on August 14th. If you're not showing up, almost 1.5 million of you will be there. Who knows how many more? It's going to be a happening. I'll be there on night 14 for the finals of Round 1 of the Green Room Tournament before we advance into Round 2. Now, I don't have a bracket yet. I don't have a slot. They're all filled up. Pinocchio Joe, I don't want to keep talking about this. So we bring in Pete. Avi and Pete are on screen. And I mention this because I'm humbled by it. Even though, Pete, you're asking for apologies, and you're not going to get one from me. But Avi asks Pete what has been his biggest moment of these 13 nights in the Green Room Tournament. Avi ponders the question himself, the viewers, the fans, the people sitting in the back, the people lurking in the shadows, the lovers, the haters, in this thing we call the Green Room. What has been the biggest moments, the biggest matches, the historical things that have been happening in the Green Room? What stands out, Pete, from Sharpie, the judge, the national sponsor, the battle buddy of R.G. James, Avi Klein's right-hand man? And Pete says the unprecedented, unpredictable, death-defying matchup between, and I'm not going to say yours truly. Well, I guess I just said it. But Protegio Fidelis El Guardian, the Guardian of Chaos, and Pinocchio Joe, you rat. So in Pete's determination and his equations and what he's thinking in his mind, I thank you, and I'm humble for that. And you almost cost us our lives. You almost cost me my life. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm still here. I'm still surviving. But to be mentioned amongst all these Hollywood elite and stars, film, TV, entertainment, sports, all the pro wrestling legends, all my fellow castmates and ensemble who are outstanding competitors and talent personified, to be mentioned as the biggest moment of this tournament, whether I make it to the second round or not, well, I'm going to make it. So we'll move on from that. Pete also talks about his hidden gem. Avi asks the question, who's the sleeper of the tournament? Who's the hidden gem? Who do you see maybe that could make it out of this? Who's the long shot? Pete comes up with Relentless Rock Richards. That's right. One of the very first guys after Stephen Lee upset Pretty Paul Roma from Maintaining the Truth, Rock Richards took out Judge Pompous Maximus. Really didn't earn it. Rock blocked again, but Pete from Sharpie with quite the compliment towards Rock Richards, who he considers to be the hidden gem of the tournament. That's pretty big praise. So we go on to the video montage of the Serene Circle. Again, 3 fantastic hosts. The Queen of Serene, Miranda Tiffany, as I said. The original, Mr. Dominance, Mr. Main Event, Mr. I don't have to do anything to earn it, David Holliday. I'll admit, Holliday, you have an unbelievable talent. And you know what? Protegio Fidelis El Guardian has actually even learned from you, David Holliday. So I salute you on that. And then, of course, there's the fastest, hottest, rising talent on this tournament, in this platform, and that's Rich Masadi. Make no mistake about it, Rich Masadi. You are going to be on the marquee someday. I don't like you, Masadi. As a competitor, I can't stand you. As a person, you may be a great guy, a family man, Mr., the Bambino, and I hope all is well with your family, Masadi. But don't ever come up against me. The way you guys go back and forth, I don't tolerate that. Remember the name Protegio Fidelis El Guardian. So we move on to the Serene Circle with 3 unbelievable hosts that Avi brings in and merge these two together. It's like chocolate and peanut butter and chocolate. They go back and forth on why they want this. And there's a lot of good answers. They're attacking each other. It really is unbelievable. They're trying to sell themselves. Listen, Tiffany comes up with, and she says, Miranda Tiffany, let me be correct. She's an actor. She's a therapist. She's licensed. She's helping people. And meanwhile, she's on 10 different phones, psychobabbling, bringing everything back around to herself, circling back like a lazy Susan. I said it before, it'll come back around. But she is qualified to some extent. She is a professional. So I'll give the Queen of Serene that much. But she's in there with David and Rich, who have this natural chemistry of love and hate towards each other. It's just developed ad lib and organically between those two. Perhaps, in my opinion, and I'll say it, and it's no cut and slight at myself or anybody else in my castmates, anybody else in this tournament, Rich, Nick, and you'll find out about that later, Rich Masadi and David Holliday, I'll throw in a couple of other competitors that I have back here. They could perhaps be the 2 biggest threats to this tournament because of their professionalism, their presence, their knowledge, what they bring to the table. Again, I say this statement all the time. They check all the boxes. Yeah, so Masadi goes from 0 to 100 in 30 seconds. I mean, you could gaslight that guy easy. I got your number, Masadi. You get so pissed, it's unbelievable. And you know what, David? You can be flustered. You can be scared. You can be intimidated, Holiday. And you know it's true. So I don't worry about either one of you, but I'll give you the devil his due. You guys are talented. I seem to be clapping a lot tonight. So I'll give you credit for that. David says, and I'll give Holiday credit because he's been around. He's been in over 30 productions all over the country. Let's make no mistake about Holiday's credentials. He said this isn't a B movie. And I agree with him. With the stars, the legends, and what Klein has done, this is no B movie. Make no mistake about it. Now, of course, Rich Masadi has a lot to say. You know, this segment was risky and edgy and perhaps a little sexist. It's a man's world was the theme of what's going on in this Serene Circle. And Miranda had to defend herself. And let me tell you something about Rich Masadi. He's got the golden pipes for a voice. If there's anybody that has the natural voice to be on radio or TV, So this segment was really something after those video montages, because that's what Avi does. The narrator, whoever works with him, they put out individual video montages that either down or tribute or salute each competitor and performer gets the rub. Where else do you get that on this platform? This is priceless. I keep saying it. You people have to listen to me. So with all three of the people, the folks, David, Rich, Miranda on the Serene Circle, we're getting ready to drop a bomb. An award-winning actress, I said it in my opening monologue, perhaps the sweetest lady in Hollywood, who has one of the most compelling stories that you would ever want to hear, and one, my dear Miss Sally Kirkland. Rich Masadi, David Holliday, Miranda Tiffany, in the combination of the Winner's Circle and the Serene Room, the Serene Circle, get a chance to interview the legend, the icon, the award-winning stunner, the spiritual being from this world who I follow to and listen to when I need it. Anahu. Anahu. Stand by. The next segment, we continue into the Serene Circle with Rich, David, and Miranda as Avi Klein does it again and brings in second round competitor in the Green Room tournament, Miss Sally Kirkland, here on Chaos Corner with the G.O.C. Don't you dare miss it. Now, stay here. We're rolling on. We're going into the next segment. You're not going to want to miss this conversation between these three competitors and Miss Sally Kirkland. Don't you dare miss it.